Are there any videos of men saying why they don't want to live with women? I haven't seen any. And that should be your answer.
If I was a man, I would not want to be providing for any of you bitches. And that's not a slight against women, I swear. I just genuinely, if I was a man, I wouldn't want to be a provider. Like, if I got born a man, I wouldn't be devoting my life on how I could be a good husband or boyfriend. That sounds so freaking boring. Like, if I was a dude, I would basically be doing what I'm doing as a woman, which is focusing on travel, which would eat up all my money, so I would not be able to take anybody on dates. I'd spend money on video games and concerts, and I honestly, women would think I was a bum-ass bitch, and I'd be okay with it.
What I noticed lately is that a lot of men rather stay single because they're tired of giving their everything and ending up with nothing. Do you guys agree with that?
I have a question. Why do men say they don't want to get married? Because then she gonna take half of what? I'm sorry, what do you have? Half your shoe collection? Half of what? Because the majority of y'all that say this, not saying all men don't have anything, blah, 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 like y'all about to say, but in general, a lot of y'all don't have a partner or window. So what is she taking? Y'all don't even look up statistics for real to even know what women actually take. Y'all just say shit that a celebrity said or something. I don't know. I just find it weird. It's weird. So you don't want companionship. You're lying because you do. Because you want women, but you don't want to make a commitment to them. This is my hot take.
Have you guys noticed that most married men aren't actually happy? Most married men are lying to themselves and gaslighting themselves into thinking that they're happy in a marriage, which is loveless, sexless, where the woman always argues and belittles and emasculates them. Their wife endlessly nags at them while they're working full-time, trying to provide for her, for the family. Men will often victimize themselves and say that their mental load is overbearing. Meanwhile, the man has to look at the big picture, worry about the wife, the kids, working every day, endlessly paying for all of the bills, providing. He has to worry about investments, about retirement, about the college funds for the kids. Meanwhile, the woman only has to worry about preparing dinner, keeping the house clean, making sure that the kids are happy and healthy. The woman will say that she's overstimulated just because she has to cook dinner and keep the house clean. But they never stop to consider the mental load that men have. Most men stay in relationships so they don't lose everything, so they can see their kids and they don't have to split custody. It's truly so sad how many men gaslight themselves into staying in a relationship where both parties are not happy and they feel like they can't speak up because they have a wife who berates them or emasculates them and belittles them on the daily.
You want to know what's wrong with dating these days? Men.
True or false? All the good men got played, so now all they do is work, chill, and ignore people.
I just got back from a fun girls' night out. We basically celebrated my birthday, the holidays, and we're also vacation buddies. So I asked the girls, I said, okay, like what trips are going to make it out of the group chat next year? What are we doing? Are we even getting boyfriends? And they all looked at me and said, fuck no. I don't know anybody who has a boyfriend on their vision board. No one wants to enter a relationship. No one has a goal to get a ring or be a bride in 2026. Nobody that I know. Like, I truly wonder what's going to happen to all the single men in 2026.
A lot of men feel like dating is pointless nowadays. And I get it. It's because effort isn't matched anymore. You plan the date, you initiate, you stay consistent, and you still get treated like an option. That's why men are now looking outside of their usual dating pool, because they want connection, not confusion.
You guys, men actually used to go to war. And now, look at this. There's like another one. All of this. And now they sit around and make podcasts on women's clothes.
Men have become bored with women. Women, you focus on your girlfriends, the car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, your nails, your hair, your makeup, all the Botox and all the treatment you do, the fillers, the boob job, the butt tuck, the liposuction, and the list goes on and on. And when a man takes you out, you open your mouth and his head hits the table and he goes, shit, not another one. There's no substance. There's no quality about you. Your beauty is not there. It's all external and fake. There's nothing lovely about you. Men are longing for your beauty, women. The essence of who you are. Where is your nobleness? Where is your virtue? Where's your dignity? Where's your adventure? And most of all, where is your mystery? The only way that the world is going to change is if women begin to change. So ladies, when are you ready to do inner work and find the woman that you're running from? When you're ready to do that, go sign up on my Linktree.
Men do not be trying to date for real. All these men think about is fucking lust. Like, what are men that really want to get to know the women? Take her out, wine and dine her, treat her like a queen. Where is those type of men? It's just like everybody is trying to get straight to the point. Y'all don't want to get to know people for real? Like, that's scary.
Let's keep it a buck. A lot of women are the problem in their relationship too. Understand what I'm saying? A lot of the relationships don't work out because of the woman as well. All right, it ain't just the man. Now, some women do not want to admit that. You see what I'm saying? They want to put all the blame on the man. The whole time you want that man to change when you didn't make change in yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're not perfect, baby. It's things he don't like about you, just like it's things you don't like about him. So if y'all came together and worked together and got through the things together, maybe you all would last. And us as women won't have to continuously go through different relationships. It's called taking accountability and stop putting the blame all on that one person. Understand what I'm saying? Now, it is times where it can just be that person, but I'm talking about when you get in one relationship, you get another relationship, another relationship, and ain't none of them going well, and it's like, damn, all the relationships was because of that man, and that man. None of that had nothing to do with you. Baby, you might be too masculine for the goddamn man, if we're being honest. You see what I'm saying? You might not be showing your softer side. You know what I'm saying? You might not be catering to that man like he needs you to be. You might not be being the woman that you need to be for him to be great. You see what I'm saying? Baby, shit. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Men genuinely don't think that women will be happy alone because they are not happy alone. Has anybody ever seen the statistics about how women who are single live longer than men who are single? And that's primarily because women are responsible for the majority of the emotional, mental, and sometimes physical labor in a relationship or a family dynamic. I've been having this ongoing conversation with one of my guy friends, and he knows that he is actively settling for the girl that he's dating. He said to me the other day, yeah, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to settle. I said, settle? For what? I don't need a man. Like, of course I want to have a relationship and a family and all those things, but at what cost? Like, we've all watched our mothers and our grandmothers slave away in these relationships for a man that doesn't really care about them or maybe was even settling. I would rather be alone. But men truly believe that women are unhappy if they're single because they refuse to acknowledge the fact that they are a main reason why we are miserable. Why we're miserable in relationships. Why do you think women are the ones who leave marriages? Because we're chronically unhappy with men who don't value us, who take us for granted, and who will admittedly and actively settle for us. No, thank you.
So from what I'm seeing is women are like basically men now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they drink like men, they smoke like men, like they're really rolling up in the car. Like, girl, what? Like, they're cussing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I see why y'all don't want to marry these people. Like, you know what I mean? There's just like, it's like, I want to be like the wife cottage core so bad. And it's like, even when I dress a certain way, like my friends will be like, why you dress like an old lady? I'm like, bitch, I'm dressed classy. Like, just because I'm not showing ass and titties and stuff like that doesn't mean that I'm dressed like an old lady. You know what I mean? Or they're like, oh, let's go out. Let's go out. And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay home and work on my puzzle, or I'm going to stay home and make some candles, you know? And it's like, I've lost like a few friends by like just, you know, finding myself and not partying like that anymore. I've never been aggressive though. I don't, you know, cuss like that. I mean, I'll say bitch every now and then, like, bitch, you know, but like realistically, especially in front of men, I am extremely sweet. I'm extremely nice. I'm extremely giving, you know, and I think that's why when men take me out, you know, it's like they feel appreciated, you know, because I show appreciation. It's not like, oh, you know, my last date was $500. So, oh, you know, I don't act like I'm too good. Like, you know, I'm very appreciative, you know. I mean, yeah, I like people to do stuff for me for sure. Everyone does. But these women nowadays, you know, everyone's just like, oh, I need a sugar daddy because I don't want to work. Oh, I need a sugar daddy because, you know, niggas ain't shit. And it's like, I just see why no one's getting married anymore. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like this one guy says, he's like, women are basically pirates. Like, they literally drink all day and fight people. I'm like, I don't even fight anyone. Like, I don't even couldn't imagine someone like even hitting me. Like, it's like the soft woman is just gone. Like, she is just, I don't know. Like, I'll be like, where, I need some friends. Like, where can I find friends like me that are nice and soft? Like, you know, it's just so hard.
Dating sucks because it's the first time in history that women have been able to choose a man based on his character and not economics. Up until the 1960s, women were not paid equal wages compared to men. In 1974, it was up until 1974 that a woman needed a man to get a credit card, so her dad or her husband had to go with her to get a credit card. We were not a part of the economic process here in America. Women had to choose a man based on his ability to provide because we could not provide for ourselves. Many of us are first generation women who are independent, who can take care of ourselves, who can choose a man based off something more than finances. And now we want his character. We want to know what else you're bringing to the table. The problem is that men are raised by parents who prioritize their ability to provide, who prioritize their education, their financial earning power, and not character traits. So now men are still, most men, trying to bring to the table the things they've always brought. But women have their own table now. We want you to bring more. This is why dating feels so hard, because women are looking for more. Men don't know how to give it. And to give credit to the men, they've never been taught. They don't have parents who teach them. They literally don't know what to do. If you're dating and you're trying to find a man and you're dealing with these sorts of problems and you actually want a good guy, then you need to find someone who's self-aware enough to understand that this is where the gap is, and a man who actually wants to be better, who wants to develop these skills. If you want more dating advice, leave me a comment below.
Fellas, I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, but baby, regardless of what you do, it's never gonna be enough for these booty head ass bitches. Let's get into it. Women have built their whole fucking dating strategy off of moving a fucking goalpost and then blaming the man when he can't fucking win a game that was created for him to fucking lose. Yeah, I fucking said it. Like, a man texts or call too much, he doing too much. He don't text or call at all, he inconsistent. He want to be around you, he clingy. He want to give you space, he acting different. He want to be around you, he moving too fast. He takes his time, then he wasting yours? What the fuck is this? He pay for everything, then that's what he's supposed to do. He asked you to go half with him, then he broke, bitch. I can't make this shit up if I tried. And the reality is, y'all bitches really don't see how fucking exhausting that is. Bitch, I'm exhausting just making a motherfucking video. That's exhausting. Regardless of what the fuck they do, it's never fucking enough, bro.
I saw a statistic the other day, and it basically said there are more single people now in their 20s to 30s than there have ever been. I can't remember what the exact number was, but it was substantial, and I feel like I have seen that. Everywhere I look, my own friends, people in my life in their 30s or nearing 30 and are still single. Amazing people that absolutely should have no problem finding anybody. So I just wonder why that is. I do think to a degree people are more content
waiting to find somebody, but definitely not in all cases. It's that people finally aren't settling. They're not accepting crappy relationships as a lifelong partner. It does make me sad too, though, how many friends and people I know that are, again, amazing and want to find someone and get married, and they just can't. What is happening? What is there just no good men? Men, you need to step up and be better. What is going on? I mean, I do know that that's true. It does seem like there are less good men. Anyways, yeah. What is happening?
Me and my boyfriend talk about this all the time, but there's no real love out here because women are taking dating advice from whores and from strippers and have basically turned dating into this transactional like conquest instead of trying to find true love. You know what I'm saying? When you have true love with somebody, they won't have a dime in their name, but they're gonna make sure they get a dime for you. Do you get what I'm saying? They're gonna do whatever they can to make sure they get you something. But y'all are so worried about a motherfucker having millions and trillions when a lot of women don't even understand they not worth millions and trillions, okay? One thing that Kevin Samuels, I think, was trying to tell women, he wasn't trying to break down the black woman. I think he was trying to bring the woman to reality because we got to understand what we fucking look like. I think men have always known what they look like and we don't. We think we look 20 times better than what we actually do. And then we think we deserve all this shit when we really do not. You know what I'm saying? I literally watched this video of this woman saying, yeah, I got my own car. I got my own house. I pay all my own bills. I cook dinner every fucking night. I take care of all my 4 kids. So yeah, if you come over here, you need to have this and that. Girl, what? You're living your life. You're living a regular life. You're doing what an adult is supposed to do. So I don't know. It's just scary as fuck because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, I'm about to put my boyfriend on my life insurance. Okay. Because I really do love him. And, you know, I want to make sure that I give and he gives as well. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
What I find so funny is when men are like telling their mates, oh, she's a gold digger. She just wants you for their money. Yet that's the same men when they go out to dinner with that mate. They're letting that mate pay every single fucking time. They're letting that mate pay for trips, holidays, lunches. They don't even blink an eyelid at that wallet. Because they got to protect their monies. They got to protect their mans. Who's going to pay for their dinners if he's out with you? That's the real gold digger.
That provider shit be all funny games until it comes to y'all sons. No. By all means, let it applies to y'all kids too. Y'all be on here wholeheartedly agreeing with bitches. They be like, all men ain't shit, all niggas ain't shit. Fucking, they all dogs and blah blah fucking blah until it come to y'all sons. Right, because they kids now, they're not grown. So you don't see them that way. But y'all don't understand that y'all kids are going to be grown one day. And the motherfuckers going to see your kids the same way you see niggas right now. I don't think y'all understand that. They're not going to give a fuck that your son is fighting depression. They're not going to give a fuck about nothing your son got going on in his fucking life if he can't provide for them. I don't think y'all asses is realizing this shit. When it comes down to that shit, it affects your sons as well. Your sons are a part of that demographic as well. It don't fucking matter that little Johnny is 5 right now. Little Johnny's gonna get grown one day, and they're gonna see his ass the same fucking way. A sweet walking lick. Right. Raise your kids right, sons or daughters, so they don't go into the world with people who don't give a fuck about shit but nothing but money. Because y'all be failing to realize the shit that be going on the internet affects your kids too. Just because they asses is not grown don't mean it's not going to affect them. It's going to affect them too. The fuck?
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talk about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like, y'all delusional. Like, y'all part of the problem. Like, men change because women change. Like, y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.